fade in on Harbor Vale, a sleepy town in coastal Maine. Its residents continually harrowed by an unyielding mist that intrudes from the Atlantic. And, much like the town, veiled by this persistent precipitation, its residents veil secrets of their own.
Secrets of an ancestral curse and the desire to embrace it.
Secrets of justice, distributed in the shadows.
Secrets of newfound duty and a life left behind.
Secrets of bestial instinct, clawing its way to the surface.
And as we cast our eyes towards these silent secrets, we shall delve even deeper into what truly transpires down by the bay. Hello, and welcome to These Silent Secrets. My name is Zach, and I'll be your MC. Where last we left off, our terrific teams, for the first time since this entire tale has begun, are all under the same roof. As per usual, some big thanks, of course, to Chase Greenlee and Ghostlight Media for hosting the show and making sure it gets out on time. Big thank you to Doc Adam VO for getting all our transcripts up. It was announced in the last episode, but I'm going to announce it again. Episodes 1 through 8 of this show have transcripts now, so go check them out. The link to them are in the description of this here episode. And lastly, a big thank you to Nicole Tuttle-Robb for doing all of the scoring. The show would not be nearly as dramatic or dynamic without her expert ear. But with all of that out of the way, all that's left is the episode. So let us dive in to this here episode of These Silent Secrets down by the bay. All right, gang, so we want to jump right into the action, but before that, we got to give the fans just a little taste of what's going on in our lives. So real fast, rapid fire, one thing going on in everyone's life, go.
I've gotten 8 rejections on my book this week.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's okay.
I was down in Tennessee, and it's so conservative down there, I was very happy to return to Ohio.
That's saying something.
That's saying something.
Can we share some good news, guys?
Yeah. I kind of started the ball with some really bad news. I'm so sorry.
I passed 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Hey! I need to go. I don't know if I subscribe to you or not.
And I'm getting closer to 100,000 on TikTok.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Man.
Damn.
I'm Freddie. I'm famous.
I'm at 96K right now.
You're so cool, Freddie.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's pretty cool.
I think I have 40, maybe.
Yeah.
40,000?
No,
40.
just 40.
Yeah.
It's so
End of number.
I'm sorry. That was so mean of me.
1,000.
I feel like a jerk now. I'm
it's
so
funny
sorry.
to
I
me
feel
that
like
I'm
such
like,
a jerk.
oh man, I've got all these followers on one platform. I'm like, yes, 100 on YouTube. Finally. Yeah. It's a weird thing.
Oh, man.
Those numbers don't transfer.
My good news, I had an email that I was 100% positive was a rejection email because it was like, the casting process is long and difficult, and sometimes we don't always get to choose the voice actors because there are so many talented people. But you are one of them. Congrats on the role. I was like, wait, what the whole, okay.
What a
cool.
bait and switch.
How would you word it like that?
The wrong way? A switch and bait? Like,
I was walking the dogs while I was reading the email. Caitlin had Sophie. I had Alphonse. I'm opening the email and went, oh, man. Oh, wait, what? Cool?
Sometimes in life we don't get what we want, and that can be very, very heartbreaking. And so I'm very sad to say that we are choosing to hire you. Congratulations.
Mariah, what about you?
Didn't happen this week, but since the last recording, I saw the Elvis movie twice.
It's so good. It's so fucking good. It is so good. Listen, and I will. Baz Luhrmann is one of those directors that I will watch everything he does.
Yeah. I know that there's some discourse, but I enjoyed it.
I loved it so much.
Biopics are one of those things that's hard for me to get into. That's really what it boils down to. Like, I liked Ray. That was a good one. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I'm like,
Here's a question. Is it biopic or biopic?
I say biopic.
I do too.
I also just double-checked to confirm that John Wayne and John Wayne Gacy are two different people.
They are. They are, in fact.
They are different people.
I want to write that comic book now where they're the same person.
He was just cursed with the Gacy.
Yeah.
He was a perfectly normal man, content to live out his life, and then
Until
the last
he was
name.
bitten by a radioactive Gacy. And then he became John Wayne Gacy.
Hey there, Pilgrim. You want a balloon animal?
All right, we've got a new show for you, everybody.
Hey! Yeah, let's get writing audio drama on the way. Let's do it. All right, are we ready to start an episode?
Yeah.
Sure.
The siding of the Chen home rattles with the sound of pelting rain. Our view rejoins our terrific teens inside the Chen's living room, as well as Evan and Deborah Chen, Delphine Talbot, and Katrina Cortez. The room sits quiet, following Isla giving a veiled explanation for her presence in Harborvale. And that is where we're at. So you're all in the same room. This hasn't happened in a very long time. And by that I mean it hasn't happened in, 4 days. Because lest we forget, that's about as long as we've been playing for, right?
I love the Monster Hearts timeline.
That feels unreal.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
You started on Friday at a party. We went through the weekend. And then, we've just been slowly working our way through the following school week. And I think it's Thursday now. So we've almost been going for a full week now.
How
In-game.
long have we, the humans, been playing?
We, the humans, have
almost a full year?
Yeah, almost a full year.
We premiered in November.
Yeah.
And we already, I think, played twice before we premiered, so.
And we've covered 6 days. This is only our 9th session, so.
Chugging along.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, we're averaging a day and a quarter. No. Yeah. No. Never mind. Fuck me. Anyway, what are you guys up to?
Well, we're in the Chen's living room. I think after
What
Isla
do you want to do there?
We'll probably address what Isla just said about our entire town being the reason her father's dying. That feels like something we should address.
Up to you guys.
Kanan felt bad before and then feels worse now. Having a night.
Jason has no idea what to do with anything here. I'm just holding a mixing bowl full of dip, and I'm like, jeez.
Is there any way we can help? Obviously damage has been done, but is there anything we can do to reverse the effects or stop it that you know of?
No, not that I know of.
If there's something we can figure out to help, I will say the guy downstairs seems to maybe be getting better. He was in the shower when I tried to take a shower, and from what I'm told, he was not up and about before. So, maybe... Wishful thinking, maybe your dad is getting better? I don't know.
Yes, that is the hope, but the guy downstairs was the only information I had, so I don't know.
I see.
Do you have any other way to contact your family, or is it really just what homeboy down there brings to you as information?
You know what? I do. I would have to get to the beach, though.
Do you need anyone to go with you? I understand also if you want to do this alone, sometimes things are solitary, but there's also something out there which we need to talk about, everyone.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think any of us should go anywhere alone right now. If something is out there killing people,
It tried to kill my grandma and honestly nearly got me as well.
Yeah, I don't think any of us should be alone. We don't know what it is, but I think we might have a better chance against it as, I don't want to say a team, but a team.
What time is it right now? Is it late at night, I think?
I think we had I was just listening to it yesterday. I think at this point it's maybe a little past 8. The night's been moving pretty fast. So I think it's maybe 8:30. I do real quick point of order, Isla. They're talking about there being a creature. You had of course encountered the creature in the undercroft of the city. You could probably just determine space-wise, because you locked the thing back down there, that there's just time way, unless the thing can teleport or something, that it's probably 2 separate instances.
Okay.
So you're aware that there's probably more than one thing lurking about.
There's probably 2 of them lurking about.
I'm sorry, what? 2? We have 2 of these things to deal with?
Wait, did you see something?
I had a run-in with one that was very far from where you were and around the same time, so...
Great.
Well, if there's 2, then, there can be 3, there can be 18.
That
so
doesn't help, man.
I'm not saying it helps. I'm just saying we need to, I'm echoing the sentiment of we should be careful and probably, not go anywhere solo. Especially not you 2, since you're the ones who already faced one.
I also think I pissed it off. Or not it, but I think there's something controlling them on the other side, whatever that means.
Speaking of encounters and things attacking people, I think I'm being hunted. Avery, you already know what's going on, but Jason, you know what's up. Isla, I don't know if you know Alexandria Milligan from school.
I'm familiar.
And Kanan just kind of indicates around the gut wounds, like, she's the one that did this to me. And she wasn't alone. The other guy he's not going to be a problem anymore, but I called an ambulance for Alexandria, and somewhat, fingers crossed, she's going to be okay. But I don't know if she has other, accomplices out there too. So I will at least say that going anywhere with me might be a little bit dangerous. And I don't know how I feel about putting you guys in harm's way when there's already something out there. If something comes for me, I don't want them to get to you.
Your aunt sort of cuts in, says, I'm fairly convinced that this Alexandria kid and the chotch that shot your mom, they're connected to the Ortizes, to whatever this group is that's working sort of behind the scenes here.
Would you call them a cabal, perhaps?
A cabal, yeah, it could be a word for it.
Great. Avery pulls out a note from her pocket and goes, I think your problem just became my problem.
Awesome. This night is just the coolest and the best.
Well, look, Kanan, you have to go everywhere that you go, so we're not going to let you, do that alone. I mean, you're saying that, if we're with you, then if they come after you, then that would be bad for us, but, I don't know, you don't get that choice of where you are when you are places. We're not going to leave you alone. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, what if they come for you, though? What if they attack you to get to me?
Well, then I've got you to back me up. You're a fucking werewolf, dude. And I can already handle myself, but I'm pretty sure the two of us can handle anything else.
I think both Avery and Isle... Who? Don't know.
My friend Isle.
Both Avery and Isla at you're a werewolf, dude, go, what?
Pardon?
Oh,
I was under the impression that they were already walking around in wolf form at this party.
Well, Kanan's out. Delphine is still sitting there on the couch as a werewolf.
Okay.
But yes.
I was like, I wouldn't have said that there wasn't a visible werewolf in this room.
Because Kanan Unshifted came out of Darkest Self when talking on the phone with Avery.
On the phone,
yeah. But right. I just thought you had a cold.
Yeah, no. I've got this feral beast inside of me that I try to suppress, but it came out tonight, and I did some things I'm not really proud of. But I think I'm coming to terms with the fact that I can't keep running away from this forever, and maybe it's time to just embrace what I am, because it's not going away, and honestly, it saved my life tonight. So, yeah, I'm a werewolf. What are you gonna do?
Your mom sort of reaches forward and kind of gives you a big furry pat on the back.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks.
I've spent a long time trying to hide the real part of me too. Trying to, I guess, only focus on the good side and forget that there can be dark sides too. But I think, and I hold up the note again, I think the last time that a raven tried that, things went wrong. And I'd like to read this note to all of you because I don't know what happened back then, but I do know that I think we need to be prepared because something is going on. Okay, I feel as though my mind is slipping. Corruption and madness seem to be waiting for me around every corner. The raven grows restless. It tirelessly seeks the truth, to uncover the dangers kept hidden. Whatever this group, or this cabal, in the shadows is planning. I must put it to an end because all is lost. The aqueducts below the town seem to hold more than the town's water. I will fix this. For Harborvale, for my family, for all who come after, at whatever cost.
Hey, Isla? Where did you encounter that thing before?
The Aqueducts.
I thought you might say that.
Did Avery say where yours is from?
It was in my attic, so I don't know where it came from.
Okay, so it's A locations.
Aqueducts and attics?
Yeah, it only shows up in places that start with A. So as long as we avoid those, we should be fine.
Does the note?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Does the note say who wrote it?
Yeah. In my family, the Raven gene is passed to every other first daughter, and this was my grandmother's grandmother.
So a long time.
1943.
I mean, obviously wasn't successful in stamping out the Cabal back then, so I guess it's just the same group, or well, the same club or whatever, just with new members.
There's something at the core of this, and I think it's afraid of the Raven. And I also think I pissed it off. So either way, I think we're in for a really, really awful, horrible thing. And to think I was getting ready for a high school party this time last week is absolutely insane.
I thought I was going on a date this weekend, and then she stabbed me. So, yeah, things are kind of off the rails right now. So what's the plan? Do we try and scout out the aqueducts, or should we go to the beach so Isla can try and contact her family or whoever it was you were going to contact?
I'd be down for a beach trip. It's what, 8?
I guess we're doing the beach episode of the anime?
Did you say Ortiz? I'll say that too. What's her name?
Katrina.
Katrina, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ortiz family. Jacobsville, it's like a land developer. I was seeing his daughter when I was a little older than you lot, and she died, and he blamed me for it.
Jay Ortiz?
Jonathan Ortiz, yeah.
Oh. Fuck, why do I keep getting these people's names mixed up? Isn't Jay Ortiz a person?
Is it a real person?
Anyways, doesn't matter.
I think we're putting Jonathan Ortiz, the guy you talked to on the phone in your radio show. Yes.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes, Jonathan Ortiz.
Jonathan Ortiz. He is knocking down my house. So he's in town.
Where is your house?
Just on the beach. I mean, I guess we're being truthful. It was in the Clawson's lobster shack.
You were living on the pier?
Yes.
Aren't all
Emphasis
those
on
buildings
were.
condemned?
You know, they didn't cover condemned in surface studies, so.
Sorry. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I was just...
Oh, no, I'm trying to make a joke.
I'm bad at those. Hi, I'm
Same.
Kanan.
I'm also bad at them. Hi, Isla.
Should we... I gotta say, I'm kind of over this night, and I'm over everyone's bullshit. Should we just go confront this guy?
Well, we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We could go to the beach and then check on the pier.
Let's go to the beach first, and we can check around. I feel like maybe we have a lot of clues that maybe point at this. I'm blanking on which one it is.
Jonathan.
I was about to say Jay. We have a lot of clues about this Jonathan Ortiz, but I feel like we should get a little bit more like concrete stuff before we go after him.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah.
I've been a little hasty lately and not making awesome decisions, so I'm going to defer to your guys' judgment. Mine obviously can't be trusted. So to the beach?
You were only going to see what she wanted you to see, Kanan.
Yeah, but I still can't help feel, I don't know, a little stupid. Like, I thought someone was falling in love with me, and nope, I was just being set up and used, and I don't really want to talk about this tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just...
Yeah, no, we don't have to talk about anything you don't want to. Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go get away.
That was the school song at Surface Studies. As we're leaving, Avery kind of like stops by Jason and goes, I also I would like to have a conversation with you soon to apologize. I feel like there's some things air needs to be cleared.
We can definitely do that
later.
Yeah,
totally.
I mean, we got to go to the beach.
We have to go to the beach. Yeah. So but later,
later
we'll talk.
Time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Isla, is surface studies like just one class, or is that like the whole curriculum?
Oh, it's just one class.
What are some of the other classes?
Well, there's...
Come on, Mariah. Come on, Mariah.
There's kelp biology, and there's shell math, and lunch, and there's
I love that
swim.
That's universal.
That
yes,
would be
the parallel
PE.
to our walk class.
PE, I said. It's swim.
That's fair.
Yeah, instead of like having
So
a marine
good.
biology class, there's a terrestrial biology class.
What?
Oh my god, I love it.
You know, because like I took a marine biology class in college. There's terrestrial biology.
Oh. I didn't hear the terrestrial part.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Shell math.
I would offer to drive, but I flew here, so. Also, Kanan and Isla, I can fly. So we're just ripping all the Band-Aids off today. So.
Katrina stands up and goes, okay, it'll be a tight fit, but I gotta get your mom home so I can drop you off wherever you need. And then,
Okay. You guys aren't staying here?
your mom's healed up. You're doing all right. I think we need to go kind of brief your dad a little bit.
Oh my God, Dad! Do you think he's okay?
I think they went after you as like they want me. I don't think they wanted you originally. You were a way of getting to me.
That weirdly makes me feel a little better. No offense. I don't want them to get to you either. I just mean... Yeah.
So,
okay.
All right, go pack in.
I think I probably ask Katrina to drop me off at my place so I can get my car so that we can actually get back from the beach later.
So they drive you. She drops you off at your place, and awesome. So that happens instead. They drive you over to your house, place is dark. You know, your parents are probably at the hospital with your grandma right now. Mm-hmm. You know, we've never discussed it. Where is your dad most of the time?
He works. Like he's like one of those that works until like 7 and then comes home and sleeps on the recliner until 9 and then goes to bed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a great dad. He's just really busy.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Yeah. So they're probably out there. So yeah, your house is dark. You get in the Oldsmobile, kick it up. I think at this point it's got like that really nice slow rumbling start, and you start heading off towards the beach. I'm assuming there's probably like a fair amount of, there's a lot for just like, beach goers to park in. And as you get out, the first sort of things you notice, Avery, you had already noticed this, but amidst the rain and the rumbling in the clouds above, you also are feasting your eyes on the shoreline that has dramatically moved backwards. Something that Isla, you would find probably immediately disconcerting. That is there. A few other things that you would notice just by looking around. I won't make people roll anything for these because it's easy enough to see. With the water level being very low, a ways out, you see a collection of boats that are like moored in like a circle off coast, like in like a little cluster. And as you look closer, like they've got like, you don't know if it's like a police boat necessarily or like a security detail, like a couple of boats that are surrounding it, and that is offshore, maybe 200, 300 yards. And Isla, as you sort of step foot into the sand, you feel this, it's not a pull, but like a call, almost the opposite of what you did earlier that day when you were in the Aqueducts, when you used Ocean's Breath. You beckoned the ocean to show up to help you, and you're almost feeling that call in reverse. You know that your family and your friends back home, the things that call the ocean its home, have been in danger, have been suffering from whatever this is, but this feeling that you're getting is that the ocean itself is telling you that it's suffering.
What happened here?
Are you asking us or are you asking the beach?
That was more out loud, yeah.
I wasn't sure if you could talk to water.
I thought that was
happening
too.
Okay. I'm gonna go closer into the water.
Awesome. So yeah, you move forward towards like the lapping waves as they crash into the sand, a lot farther out than you have had to in the past. What you doing?
I'm gonna use Ocean's Breath.
Okay.
And hopefully get a 10.
All right, give us that Ocean's Breath.
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay, beautiful. So,
Ocean, work with me.
So you choose from above while I figure out what these serious or unexplainable damage is.
I would like for the ocean to bring forth something that it thinks will make me feel better, as in a sign about my dad.
Okay, gorgeous. There's so many options here, and my brain is just sitting here and cruising through them all. I'll reread this text here quick. So, 7-9, choose from above, but the ocean doesn't understand the human world very well. It causes serious or unexplainable damage in the process.
Don't kill my dad, okay?
You don't want me to roll snake eyes. I'm
Zach!
Not that shit again.
I'm kidding.
How's your dad? Just delivers a corpse. Here you go.
He's
now you
dead.
know.
Dad.
So first, a small section of the ocean, as the waves are crashing, a small section is looks like it's trying to force its way farther up the beach every time the tide comes in. So the majority of it's only hitting this, so far, but it's weird. It's like they're, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. There's just one small little chunk of water that it seems to be fighting ahead, and as it gets closer and closer to you, you know your dad better than I do. I was gonna say a cane, but I was like, that doesn't make sense because you're underwater. What is something your dad would have with him every day? Or...
Well, he is a kelp farmer, so he could have a sickle or a what's it called? A fork?
Pitchfork?
Pitchfork, thank you.
You say payfork?
I said fork and then pitchfork.
Yeah, I think
fork. I think I said 2.
I think that sounds that's pretty good. So yeah, you feel this chunk of water that is sort of climbing towards you. It's starting to bubble and gurgle, and you see sort of jetting through the water itself this shape. And as it sort of bumps into your feet, you see it. It is a small, hardened chunk of coral or something, and it looks like it just has the top of a crab claw that is hooking forward, making a comma, I believe is the term. It's not quite the full circular sickle, but more of an angled sort of edge to it. But it's what he would use in farming, and it is right in front of your feet.
Does this mean that he's okay or dead?
This is all that's left of you.
Can I gaze? Should I gaze?
You can if you'd like.
Okay. It's a fail.
That's a fail. Mark that experience.
I lean over to Kanan and Avery, and I'm like, why is Isla just lying face down in the ocean?
In my mind, you're standing there, but yeah, you reach down and you pick this up. I think to remind you of home, to remind you of the person you came out here for, and it's a nice reminder of the simple life you had before this happened. But as you try to sort of tap into just the energy of the sea and try to get a glimpse as to your father's condition, nothing seems to be coming.
And now I have a weapon.
And now you have a weapon.
Sick.
But you did roll a mixed success on Ocean's Breath, so we do have to resolve that real fast.
What?
When you roll a mixed success
consequences
on Ocean's Breath, there's consequences.
The bad thing that happens.
The bad thing.
Oh.
Yes, the serious.
I thought it was just unexplainable that I didn't know if he was alive or dead.
They're serious or unexplainable consequences.
Fine.
And I think what that is the ocean, as it's calling out for you. It wants your help, and it sort of overreaches. And so you on the shore, you watch as Isla reaches down and picks up this, it looks like a thing that's just been hewn together. And as she's sort of looking at it by her feet, she just gets out into the ocean, and you are yoinked and pulled far out there. So
are we supposed to,
So yeah, I'm gonna turn to these three just to get reactions here.
Kanan shouts "Holy shit!" and jumps in the water.
Okay. Are you attempting to go after her? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
I can help. And Avery will take off her jacket and go Raven and fly above.
Kingfisher style.
To basically, like, lead Kanan in the right area.
Yeah, an overhead view. Awesome. So, Kanan, you're going in. Will you roll me to run away, please?
Yeah, I guess.
Or run towards, technically.
Actually, this is one of the stats I'm good at.
It's
I said that I'm about to fail. 8. Partial success.
Partial success. Okay, give me a moment. All right, so you either run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
You pick.
Oh, you
How
are a
dare you.
brave soul.
How
keep it feral.
dare
That's the theme,
you.
and I like it.
And Zach says all 3.
Yeah.
You run into Ocean 2, the worst one.
Ocean 2,
oceaning.
Electric Boogaloo.
This boy's
an
about to
electric
get
ocean.
salty.
Oh, God, this is such a big decision now. Fuck. Y'all are just... God, I love these open-ended things. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
I'm just a fan of narrative. I just like what happens.
So you dive in, Kanan, and you are tearing through this water. You, at this point, like, you don't see Isla. She got pulled away that fast. Out into the water. Avery, you take off into the air. Jason, are you doing anything?
I feel like I like jog up to the edge of the water, and then like I see like Bird Avery flying through the air, and I see like Kanan like swimming through with like bestial like strength, and I kind of like jog up, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to add to this. Good luck.
Very good. So, Isla, you are being pulled and yanked. Are you doing anything? Are you succumbing, or are you, like, attempting to fight this?
I'm gonna gaze and see if this is, like, trying to hurt me.
Gotcha. All right, go for it.
That is a 9.
That is a 9, a partial success. So, yeah, as you're in the water, and this is fun because this is, we don't get this words. Holy shit, I can't talk today.
I get you.
Give me a moment. Kind of like last game where like it was weird because Avery was flying around and then gazed. So like how she normally like gazes, she was already in that situation. It's similar for you where you're in the water, your scales.
Can I get a tail?
Yeah, I'm fine with saying you're a mermaid. You're from the ocean. Like I would say, you probably like you go full submerge. You probably sprout the tail and
it's like Luca.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's exactly how I become a human and
that
mermaid.
Or oh god, what was the book series that I just read? Give me a
Animorphs.
not Animorphs.
Could be
Undertow.
Undertow. Yes, that was the book series I just read. But yeah, so yeah, you go in and like I feel like once you're submerged for a few moments, like you know, the tail comes out. So like you're like, you know, able to try and, you know, fight this off if you wish. But yeah, your scales cascade down the arm. Your vision sort of out into the ocean around you.
I got gills.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like you don't get sight like you would normally would. Like there's not like a visual representation to make here. It's just like an emotional reception that you're taking in. The ocean does not wish to hurt you at all. It is desperate for your help, and it called to you and you answered, and so it had its moment to pull you for your assistance. And as you're thrashing and flipping your newly regrown tail, you slow and get your bearings. You figure out which way is up, which way is down, and as you find out which way is down is where you start to see it, with the ocean pulling back as it has. The water has cleared a little because it has pulled a fair amount of sediment away from the floor of the ocean. And near that cluster of moored boats, you're seeing shapes almost carved into the seabed. It's dark, you know, it's evening at this point, and things aren't clear, but there is something that in this ocean being pulled back has uncovered something that it seems some people are interested in. But you have control over where you're going. You're free to move as you wish, and you can infer that the ocean was trying to show you something.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go to the carving.
So you were swimming underwater.
Yes.
Towards the carving. These so you start heading that way. These goons. So Kanan, I'm still having a very hard time deciding what I want to do here, but I think I've discovered it. I think I've made it up, and I think I've got it. So you're swimming when you feel motion near you, below you, quick, and then it's gone. Avery, above, you're keeping it, like, you're specifically said, like, you're keeping an eye on things. You're trying to make sure Kanan's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
You don't make out like a figure, but like you see something. You know, the water ripples. You see it, like, even though the thing is below the surface, it pulls the surface of the water quick enough that it moves, and it comes back, and it is circling them. Quicker than your eyes can catch, but you can feel that something is there. Jason, you're on shore. What are you doing?
Like, kind of running back and forth, and I'm like, now, after a moment, I'm gonna, like, start looking for a rope or a canoe or, like, a boat that's like a rowboat that I can push out to follow. Or...
Yeah, you see, like, a kayak, like, you know, like a stand, like a little, like, kiosk sort of thing where people can, like, rent, you know, a kayak to kind of go out with for, like, the day from the beach.
Great, I'm gonna jog over there.
Awesome. Yeah, so you
rent a kayak.
No, it's closed. So,
oh, great!
Yeah, so
I'm gonna see if I can steal.
You definitely
a kayak.
have to do a crime. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's easy enough for you to do. Like, there, you know,
roll to criminal.
Yeah, you have access to very sharp things that you can just seemingly pull from nowhere. So, like, any sort of thing that would be locking them down or keeping them, you easily get your way through. And yeah, you fetch yourself a small one-person kayak.
I want to try to fetch a two-person one if possible.
You get a two-person? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You get a two-person. It's a little heavier, so you have to drag it rather than carry it. But yeah, you make your way to the ocean, and you start making your way out there. Row.
I'm gonna do something dumb.
Okay.
I'm going to go down towards the surface where Kanan is and where that thing, whatever it is circling them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, like, I don't know, try and distract it, I guess. So I'm gonna, like, dive and then come out and, like, do bird shit on the water. Yeah. I'm gonna, literally. No. I'm gonna take my wing and, like, do the thing that birds do where they're, like, stick one
when
in
they skim,
and fly.
They
yeah.
sort of. Okay.
I'm just trying to distract this thing.
You know what? That's pretty freaking cool. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. So you go down, you definitely get this thing's attention. So its attention is now split between the two of you, whatever the fuck it is. And you have at least, distracted it long enough that Kanan can, continue moving if that's what you wish. But what you do, we'll find out here in a moment, because we're going to go to Isla. So Isla, you're swimming underwater. How careful are you being? You've got this cluster of boats above you, seemingly monitoring. Oh, not you don't want to know whether or not they're have echolocators or whatever, but like they've got like security for like the area around it. So are you going in hard and fast? Are you trying to be?
I'll be tentative.
Being a little tentative about it. Okie dokie. Cool. So you are tentatively heading down, and yeah, as you get closer, you're seeing this. It almost looked like it's like like a mosaic or tile that is like in the seabed, and large amounts of it are still kind of covered in oh god, I don't know if it's clay. That's usually in a lake or something, but like whatever the sediment on the bottom of the ocean is still covering vast amounts of this thing. You don't know how big it is, the scope of the thing, but you're seeing something that you don't think should be on the ocean floor that is there, and that is just sort of as you're starting to get a little bit closer to the thing.
I'm gonna go closer to the bottom of the ocean.
Awesome. So you make your way towards the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cool. As you're getting closer, you're starting to get this slight, and it's like pulsating almost. It's this just very light ringing that you feel like maybe only you could probably pick this up, like things that live in the water. It's not like electronic or anything like that. This feels old. And as you get closer and closer, you're seeing between the cracks this very dull glow that as you feel this pulse, the very light sort of green dull light kind of brightens ever so slightly and dulls back again. And it's the faintest thing. Like if you were in the bright of day, up on the surface of the water, you would not see this, even in the slightest. But now you are right in front of this, and you are seeing this light dull and grow, and it just is sitting there repeating back and forth.
Can I touch, like, the edge of it? Or, like, above me would be the boat?
Yeah, you reach down and sort of run your finger along one of these grooves that is lighting up. And, like, you don't know what you're expecting, and you run your finger down this, and it feels warm to the touch, but nothing big, nothing dramatic happens. It's just you put your hand closer, you run it down, and it lights just a little more with you being, with something being in contact with it. Almost like this energy it feels a pull to something else, but nothing big happens. But there's something, either way, there's something strange glowing beneath the sea. But we're going to move towards the surface here. So, Kanan, what are you doing at the moment?
I was muted, sorry. So I see this thing. I see something.
Yes.
Around me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a gauge of its size?
It is, just given like the that you're getting every time this thing like rockets past you, it's not big. It's maybe like a little bigger than you are, like, like the size of like a bigger person, but it is moving fast.
All right. I am going to use my heightened senses.
So you're using your heightened senses. Okay.
Yeah. Man. Ah, hey, big old fail. Good job, me.
Ooh, uh-oh. All right, mark that experience. Dang, you're catching up to Nicole.
Yeah, that's actually a level up for me.
Hey.
Oh, it is? Okay,
yeah.
well, we'll discuss what you take for your advancement here.
Yeah.
But you're moving, and as you are free to keep trucking. What Avery is doing, this like diving past and sort of causing disturbances in the surface, has kept whatever this thing is distracted enough for you to break away from this like circle that it was doing around you. So are you moving, or are you still staying like where you were?
Do I have like a gauge of how far Isla might be away? But I don't see her.
Yeah,
at all,
you lost sight of her pretty fast.
Butts. Okay. Oh man.
Well, while you think about that, Avery, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you still just going to continue what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm on distraction duty, and I'm gonna try and keep whatever it is away from Kanan.
Glorious. How do I want to do? Will you? It's going to be a weird use of this, but will you roll to shut it down?
Yeah, sure. I'm not very cold though.
I would allow you to roll this with dark.
Would you?
I'm gonna break the rules here, but like, yeah, you're not like verbally being mean to it. You're like trying to distract the thing.
So even with dark, that's a fail?
Holy cow, Nicole! What's that put you at? 3 and 4?
2 and 4.
2 and 4. I thought you were at 3. So we're not as far along as I thought we were. Way to go, everybody! Awesome. So you were trying. You try to keep this up. But I don't know if you misjudge your distance, or just getting like the tips of your feathers kind of wet is affecting your glide and how you sort of bank and angle.
I also still have 3 harm.
Oh my god, Nicole, you are so bad at remembering to heal yourself.
It's not even just that. It's that I keep getting hurt.
You didn't get hurt at all last time. And there was moments where you were just crying on the floor where you could have been crying and patching yourself up. Well, actually, we did say that like a nurse or a doctor took care of like the wounds on your arms.
Did we say that?
Yeah. We had touched on that because we were talking about how you had all the cuts on your forearm for where it like latched onto you with its mouth.
Yeah.
So I would say that counts as healing too.
Okay. Then never mind.
Well, there you go. You're at 1 harm. No one, I know that I was real mean to you a couple of games ago, but no one will ever say I'm not merciful. But anywho, you've just misjudged your last couple of passes, and you haven't clipped the water like you were hoping to. And it beelines back to the one it can get its hands on. And Kanan, you feel this hard hand grip you. And you go down and down and down. And while you are down there, and if you look, try to get a glimpse of what is grabbing you, this is what you see.
Oh, God. What the fuck?
You see this hard, plated, grotesque creature. Humanoid in shape, the head, the arms, the legs where they're supposed to be, but that is where the similarity ends. All of it is plated in these hard chitinous sections. Its face, eyeless, tentacles dangling from the chin, wings on its back, and it is grabbing you and it is pulling you down. Isla, I would say at this, you probably hear the sound as something has entered the water that you can tell. Assumably that doesn't want to be there. But before you act, Jason, you're in a kayak. You're paddling. I would say, yeah, your one point of sort of reference is the I almost said crow. I'm so sorry, Nicole. This is where the raven in the air is. The corvid creature in the air, and I would say at this point, like, you get to the point where like you're pretty much underneath Avery, who is, you know, sort of circling up above. You don't see Kanan.
I'm probably going frantic, like near the surface at this point, because I saw what just happened.
So yeah, you see Avery sort of swooping down past this point of the water where you can see, like, you know, bubbles and stuff are surfacing.
So I look around and I don't see Kanan, right?
No, you do not see Kanan.
Okay.
You're seeing bubbles from under the ocean, and you're seeing Raven Avery swooping by.
I just like look at Avery. I'm like, where did he go? Where did they go?
I like dive towards the surface and like come up like right last second to kind of try and indicate underwater.
I'll stick my face in the water and like try to see if I can see anything.
It's dark, and you're seeing, you know, this just bubbles that are escaping from you, what you could assume to be Kanan, who's underwater, and they're just coming up.
Is there?
Your eyes are not in any way trained to see in a dark ocean. Isla's can see probably a lot farther than the rest of you, being that she's from here. But
is there anything that just is in this boat that I took?
You know what?
I don't know if there would be like
we're gonna put this
first aid kit
to a roll.
or something.
We're gonna put this up to the roll of the dice. What sort of what is your intent? What are you hoping to accomplish?
I'm really hoping for a flashlight in here is what I'm looking for.
A flashlight. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this. If I get a 5 or a 6, there's a flashlight in the kayak. Okay, that is a 5. Yes.
Look at that.
There is a flashlight.
Ah, beautiful. I'll take the flashlight, and I'm like, I hope this thing is waterproof. And I'll take out my little pendulum thing, and I'm like, you probably sink. And I'm going to like wrap the flashlight. I'll turn on the flashlight, wrap it on like the weighted end, and I'm just gonna like drop it into the water and just start feeding.
No, that's smart.
Some line down.
That's
and just
really fucking smart. Yeah, I mean, it's in a kayak. Odds are it's probably going to be waterproof. You put this flashlight at the end of your rope dart pendulum guy, and you just quickly start lowering it down. Kanan, you're seeing a light coming from above quickly towards you. Isla, from a distance, you would catch this faint light that is moving downward from the surface.
Kanan is struggling as much as he can to like yank free of this thing, but also like claw at its hand.
All right, roll a lash out physically.
Okay, I will do that.
I will say, do you have is it spirit armor or whatever it's called?
Yes.
I don't remember what all that does, but you are wreathed in moonlight at the moment still.
Oh, dang.
So I forget what all that gets you.
Well, that actually I would have still failed. But, because also I have a thing that when I'm basked in moonlight, I act as if I had 3 dark.
Oh, yeah.
But I still would have failed. Because I got a 5.
There
so. All right. 7, partial success.
7, partial success. So you are clawing down to this thing. Yeah, just like, oh God, where were we that you, like, flicked a couple claws out?
When Alexandria was tied up.
That's what it was. Yeah, you when you popped a couple claws out. You flick them out, and you are just trying to tear through this hard, plated exterior of this thing. And you manage to wrench its hand free, but by partial success, they either learn something about your true nature and gaining string on you, I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self.
Give him a string.
Give him a string on you? You learn something about what exactly about your true nature does this thing learn?
I'd say it gains insight about how to get me to wolf out.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that was a mistake? Okay. It learns that I'm a fan of chocolate pudding.
Oh, man.
That's a great, horrible thing.
This is why I let Zach pick. I can't pick
now
stuff.
It learns both.
It gives you chocolate pudding and then stabs you in the back.
Awesome. So
turns out chocolate pudding is what makes me.
So you get your hand free and you start clawing towards the surface as fast as you can. Isla, what are you doing? Anything?
I'm doing the tennis match from the carving to the light to the carving to the light.
Oh, so you're doing this? Should I stay or should I go?
Yes,
sort of
yes.
Inner debate.
And I'm going to go to the light because the carving will still be there.
Awesome. So you start swimming towards it, and as you get closer, this thing becomes clear to you.
I turn around and go back. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you see. I would say you probably see the moment where it's got its hand wrapped around Kanan's leg, and as you could probably infer, pulled them underwater. And you watch as Kanan sort of reaches down and manages to sink some, the tips of their fingers into this thing's hand, and it lets go. And you watch Kanan as they're trying to make their way up towards the surface of the water.
I will go around the creature and grab Kanan's hand and pull them with me since I'm a mermaid, so.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Roll to run away.
Okay. Your life hangs in my balance.
Yay. I hope you're very balanced.
Well, kind of. I guess I am kind of. I got a 7.
You got a 7, which is a partial success.
Partial balance.
Partial balance. So, you have your options. You run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind. I will offer you a fourth option.
Oh, okay. I love this.
Kanan can get away, but you get caught.
I mean, that's a good story, but I'm going to leave something behind, and the sickle will fall out of my hand.
You lose the sickle? Oh,
yeah.
No. Awesome. So, yeah, you come by, and as you grab Kanan, this thing reaches out in an attempt to grab onto your tail, but instead just finds the clawed edge of the sickle and wrenches it from your grip. And you two make your way to the surface, seeing Jason sitting there holding onto a chain with, as you could guess, the light that is in the water, and a raven that is flying around the surface. What's the plan, gang?
I'm going to shove Kanan, into the kayak.
Yes,
and I perfectly accept that shoving.
So I start reeling my rope back in.
I'm assuming you're all getting the fuck out of there. Is that the plan here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say it's easy enough that Kanan starts gets the paddles and going as Jason's trying to roll his shit up. Isla, you're fast enough in the
Isla,
water that you keep...
Are you gumming with us?
That's fair.
I might check out the carving.
If I notice 1 ounce of hesitation, I land on Isla's head and I start pulling with my little talons.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is still in the water. I want to reiterate this thing. It grabbed that sickle, and it's not far behind you.
But I could go around, and the ocean's my friend.
I'm trying to drag you by your hair.
Counterpoint: the ocean delivered this,
and the ocean can take away. Fine.
Awesome. So you head towards the shore.
I squawk in appreciation.
You get out of the water. For a fleeting moment, anyone who looks back, you see as this grotesque face sort of surfaces a ways out in the water, just confirming that you got away this time, and recedes back into the waves and is gone.
I feel like as soon as we get to shore, Kanan is gonna roll out of the kayak,
just flop,
pop back up, claws bared, almost looks like they might wolf out again, just waiting for this thing to come on shore, but then once sees it recede, just flops back on his back and is just what the fuck? And just breathing super hard.
I'm going to shake like a wet dog and turn back into a human.
That's so good.
So there's that.
Yep.
I think Avery goes to do a nosedive towards the beach and comes out of raven form into a volleyball roll and then just lands awfully. It's not pretty in the sand. Just ow.
Jason steps out of the kayak.
Like a normal
That's
person.
all. Like a human would. Like a person would do.
Just a normal dude. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of These Silent Secrets. Like always, if you want to support the show, there's a bunch of ways that you can do that. The easiest, the quickest way, of course, just, scroll on down in whatever app you're listening to this show on. Give us a 5-star rating. Leave us some nice words in a little review. Follow us or subscribe to us. There's a lot of different words that mean the same thing on the internet, but you know what I mean. Another super easy way is just to tell a couple of friends about us. Let them know what cool show you've been listening to. I've been thinking that it's time to start like a podcast roller derby tournament. And you know what? We need more people on our team. So you tell a bunch of buds, we'll strap on the skates. I'll be the jammer. I think that's a roller derby term. If you feel spicy and you want to support the show financially, you can do so at patreon.com/Ghostlight Media, where you can support us as well as all the other shows on the Ghostlight Media Network and get yourself some fantastic rewards. I'm talking things like access to a private Discord server. I'm talking about having say in what happens in the show. We'll take your input and we'll make it canon. Doesn't that sound awesome? All the way up to an exclusive mug club that Chase Greenlee makes. God, there's some cool shit he's put out. You can check us out on social media at TheSilentSecrets.com, as well as on TikTok at TheSilentSecrets, or on Twitter at SilentSecretPod. If you'd like to check us each out individually online, you can do so. You can find Marcus at MarcusRVO. You can find Nicole at Nicole Voice. You can find Mariah at _Mariah Clawson. You can find Freddie at Freddie_Pow. And myself at that guy Zach Robb. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. But until then, may your secrets stay hidden. And if you're going to go do some investigating at the beach, remember to bring your floaties. Come on, Kanan, floaties. Bye.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.